Another day, another Reform spokesperson talking themselves into a corner. This time it's the turn of Zia Yousuf. He managed to squeeze 4 cell phones into a single debate. So we're going to break them down. Look, I know I seem to be making a lot of videos on Reform, but if I'm honest, they're making it too easy. And if you ever wanted to see Reform's immigration policy collapse under its own contradictions, Sky's immigration debate was the place. And if you do want to watch the full debate, it's about 2 hours long, I think it is, but there is a link in the description for it. Okay, first up, the Royal Navy. Yousuf thundered that we have no hesitation in deploying it against dinghies in the Channel, but when pressed on what they would actually do, board, tow, ram, suddenly he backs off, saying they would observe. So which is it, Zia? Warships or binoculars?
Yes, we would have no hesitation in deploying the Navy, but here's the thing, Trevor, I keep saying this again.
Can I just stop you there? Because when I asked you that question last weekend, you said, yeah, we put the Royal Navy out, and I said to you, what would be their orders? Would they be able to stop the boats? And you said, don't be ridiculous, they wouldn't be able to do it, they'd be there to observe. They don't know.
No, hold on. That's all right, Trevor. Either you misheard me, that's not a misrepresentation of what I said.
Forgive me, here tonight.
That's not what I said.
Forget the policy doesn't know.
That's not what I said.
The Reform head of policy doesn't know.
That is not what I said. That is not what I said. No,
forgive me, Zia. I do know what
people
people say on my own programme.
Then came the magic maths. He threw around figures like 1 million illegal migrants already here. That sounds scary, that it's not even remotely official, and the actual estimates are hundreds of thousands lower. In other words, inflated fear-mongering live on air.
There are 1 million people in this country illegally today.
The difference between
more than that, there are more illegal migrants.
Mike,
there are more illegal migrants in this country, dramatically more, than when Keir Starmer won that election, promising to, quote, smash the gangs.
Basically, we've never seen anything quite like that before in UK history. And just when I talk about this being historic, it's worth just comparing the UK with other countries around the world, because certainly when it comes to overall migrants, we're comparing UK flows here with other countries around the rich world. The UK was really not quite an outlier, but very much at the top of the table when it came to total flows of migrants coming into the country.
Oh, and while you're here, if you don't mind just giving the video a like, it really does help push the video forward. Okay, next, his favourite soundbite, fighting age men, because apparently asylum seekers are all in some kind of invading army. When challenged about women and children also making the crossing, nothing. Just a lot of shouting. If your big idea reduces everyone to Taliban by default, maybe you need to rethink your talking points.
Yeah, I'm using the word invasion because over the last 8.5 years, more people have turned up on the beaches illegally, uninvited. The majority of them men, the majority of them fighting age men that hate this country, including countries like Afghanistan, Syria. And by the way, that is more people. That is more people, Mike. That is more people than stormed the beaches.
But you will do nothing for this country.
That is more people than stormed the beaches of.
And then there's finally this mad kind of analogy. Yousuf claimed that asylum seekers were like people walking into a McDonald's demanding free food. Yes, he actually compared desperate refugees to someone skipping the line trying to get a Big Mac. Even the other panellists laughed it off as this circus-tier nonsense.
Is this sense amongst British people that they are being taken for mugs. They are being asked to pay for lives of leisure for people whose first act upon coming to this country was to break our laws. Well, with respect, my own Doge team has found asylum seekers and illegal migrants being taken to the circus at the taxpayers' dime. Not joking. Trips to the cinema, Domino's Pizza, tens of thousands of pounds of McDonald's, free TV licences. All of this is on the record. All of this is on the record. And British people are struggling to make ends meet.
So there you have it. 4 car crash moments, 1 debate, and a Reform head of policy who couldn't keep his own story straight. And if you think that was embarrassing, well, wait till you see how Reform tried to defend convicted racists at their own conference. That's in the video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching, don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.